Your truck isn't just a vehicle, it's an investment. That rumbling powerhouse under the hood deserves respect and proper care. Yet, many truck owners unknowingly sabotage their engines through everyday driving habits. The damage doesn't happen overnight, folks. It's a slow burn that gradually erodes performance, reliability, and lifespan. Today, we drive into these engine-killing habits and learn how to keep your truck running strong for years to come. Follow me on this ride. Number 10. Aggressive driving and sudden acceleration. Flooring it from every stoplight might feel awesome, but your engine's crying inside. That satisfying roar when you hammer the accelerator, it's actually your engine struggling under sudden pressure. Every time you punch it, internal components experience extreme stress. Pistons, connecting rods, and bearings all take a beating. Think about it. Truck engines are designed for consistent, controlled power delivery. When you drive like you're in a monster truck rally, everything heats up too quickly. Metal parts expand at different rates, friction increases, and oil struggles to protect everything properly. This damage compounds over time. Your transmission suffers, fuel economy tanks, and engine wear accelerates dramatically. Instead, ease into acceleration gradually. Let RPMs build naturally. Speaking of saving engines, your cooling system deserves attention too. Number 9. Neglecting the cooling system. Your truck's cooling system is its lifeline, yet it's amazingly easy to ignore it until disaster strikes. That mix of coolant and water circulating through your engine block is all that stands between normal operation and catastrophic overheating. Over time, coolant breaks down. It becomes acidic and loses its ability to transfer heat effectively. The rubber hoses carrying it grow brittle, radiator fins get clogged with debris, thermostats stick, water pumps wear out. Yet most truck owners wait until temperatures spike or steam billows from under the hood before taking action. By then, you're already facing potential head gasket failure, wrapped cylinder heads, or cracked engine blocks, repairs that can easily run into thousands. The solution is straightforward. Flush and replace coolant according to your manufacturer's schedule, typically every 30,000 to 60,000 miles. Check hoses for cracks, keep radiator fins clean, monitor temperature gauges. A simple maintenance routine prevents major headaches. Next on our list, number 8, riding the brakes on descents. Coming down a steep grade, that constant foot on the brake might seem safe, but it's just a double-edged sword for your truck. When you ride the brakes downhill, they heat up fast. This excessive heat transfers beyond just the brake components. It radiates to nearby systems, adding strain to your entire drivetrain. What's happening under your truck is concerning. Brake fluids can actually boil, causing brake fade just when you need stopping power most. The transmission fluid heats up too, accelerating wear on gears and bearings. Even your wheel bearings feel the stress as heat builds in the hubs. Experienced truck drivers use a different approach: engine braking. Downshifting to a lower gear lets the engine's compression slow your descent naturally. This technique saves your brakes while reducing strain on your connected systems. Now, about that heavy load you're pulling. Number 7. Towing beyond capacity. Your truck's towing capacity isn't a suggestion. It's a calculation based on structural limits, guys. When manufacturers specify a 10,000-pound maximum tow rating, exceeding it isn't just risky, it's destructive. Overloading while towing affects everything. Your transmission fluid overheats as the gears work harder than designed. The rear differential, that mechanical marvel transferring power to your wheels, gets punished by excessive torque. Even your frame experiences stress it wasn't built to handle. The damage isn't always immediate. You might get away with it once or twice, but internally, components are wearing at accelerated rates. Metal fatigue develops in critical areas. Gaskets begin to leak under pressure. The cooling system struggles to dissipate the additional heat load. Before hooking up that trailer, check your specific truck's ratings. Not just the general model, but your exact configuration. Consider upgrading your components if you regularly tow near your limit. Now, let's talk about what you're putting in your tank. 6. Using the wrong fuel or oil. That moment at the pump or during an oil change might seem insignificant, but it's actually determining your engine's future. Using the wrong fuel grade or oil viscosity isn't just inefficient, it's like giving your engine poison in small doses. Diesel trucks accidentally filled with gasoline face immediate catastrophic damage. The opposite mistake isn't much better. Even using lower octane than recommended in gas engines causes knocking, literally parts hammering against each other with each combustion cycle. Oil mistakes are equally destructive, but more subtle. Too thick, and it can't reach tight clearances between moving parts. Too thin, and it fails to provide adequate protection under pressure. Using conventional when synthetic is specified means you're missing out on critical protection at temperature extremes. Your owner's manual specifies these requirements for a reason. They're not suggestions, they're survival guidelines for your engine. Hold up, truck owners. Before we crush the next 5 engine-killing habits, smash that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. Then drop your worst truck maintenance confession in the comments. No judgment here. Quality inputs create quality performance, but even the best oil becomes useless when… Number 5. Revving the engine when cold. That morning startup is a critical moment. Your truck's engine just spent hours with oil settled in the pan, not coating the pistons, cylinders, and bearings where it belongs. Yet, many drivers immediately rev the engine high either to warm it up faster or from pure impatience. Here's the cold hard truth. Most engine wear happens in the first 30 seconds after starting. When you rev a cold engine, the metal parts grind against each other before oil pressure fully builds and reaches all components. The tighter tolerances in modern engines make this even more damaging. The modern approach is surprisingly simple. Start the engine, then wait about 30 seconds before driving away, gently. Keep RPMs relatively low for the first few minutes until temperature gauges start to rise. In extreme cold, this becomes even more important as oil thickens and flows more slowly. Your truck's longevity depends on these first critical moments. Let's take it up a notch next. Number 4. Delaying air filter replacements. When's the last time you checked your truck's air filter? Can't remember? You're not alone. And your engine's suffering in silence. That unassuming paper element is your engine's first line of defense against microscopic enemies. With every mile, your filter traps dust, insects, pollen, and road debris. Eventually, it clogs. And when that happens, your engine struggles to breathe, literally gasping for air. It's like it's trying to run a marathon while breathing through a coffee strainer. The consequences of this is that your fuel mixture runs rich as the computer compensates for reduced airflow. Fuel economy plummets, spark plugs foul prematurely, carbon builds up on valves and combustion chambers, the entire combustion process becomes inefficient and dirty. To fix this, inspect your air filter every oil change and replace it according to schedule. Next on the list, number 3, overloading the truck. Your truck's bed and the max payload sticker might seem like mere suggestions, but physics don't negotiate. Regularly exceeding your truck's weight capacity creates a cascade of problems far beyond just sagging suspension. When overloaded, your engine strains to move mass it wasn't designed for. This constant overwork generates excessive heat, forcing cooling systems to operate at their limits. Your braking system deteriorates quicker, with pads and rotors wearing unevenly under the added momentum. The damage exceeds to structural components too. Frame stress increases, potentially leading to metal fatigue. Wheel bearings compress under weight they weren't meant to bear. Suspension components, from springs to shock absorbers, compress beyond their operational range. The solution? Know your specific truck's payload rating and respect it. Number 2 on this drive. Number 2, excessive idling. Letting your truck idle seems harmless. It's barely running, right? Wrong. Extended idling might be one of the most misunderstood forms of engine abuse. When your truck idles for long periods, it creates problems you'd never expect. First, engine temperature never reaches optimal operating range. This leads to incomplete fuel combustion, causing carbon deposits to form on valves, spark plugs, and injectors. Your oil becomes contaminated faster as these deposits accumulate. The pistons and cylinders experience accelerated wear from operating at suboptimal temperatures. Modern trucks often have complex emission systems that struggle during extended idling. Diesel trucks are particularly vulnerable. Their particulate filters can't properly regenerate at idle speeds, leading to clogged systems and expensive repairs. Beyond the engine damage, you're literally burning money. An hour of idling can consume up to a gallon of fuel while getting you exactly nowhere. If you're stopping for more than 30 seconds, except in traffic, turning off your engine is almost always the better choice. Finally, let's address the worst offender. Number 1. Ignoring warning lights and unusual sounds. Ding! That little check engine light just illuminated on your dashboard. It can wait, you think. Cranking up the radio to drown out the new ticking noise from under the hood. This could be the most expensive mistake you ever make with your truck. Warning lights are there to warn. They're urgent messages from your truck's sophisticated monitoring system. That strange knock, whine, or rattle, it's your engine's desperate attempt to communicate before catastrophic failure. Yet, countless drivers press on, hoping problems will magically resolve themselves. By the time obvious symptoms appear, the damage has typically progressed from a minor fix to a major repair. A simple oxygen sensor ignored becomes catalytic converter failure. Professional drivers know the secret. Address small problems immediately before they become roadside emergencies. That $100 diagnostic fee might save you $3,000 in repair next month. That's the breakdown on what's breaking down your truck. If this saved you from potential engine disaster, hammer that like button, subscribe to the channel, and blast this video to your truck-loving buddies.